Hey, we're back at the top again today with another live Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Live Wi-Fi Battle versus Deejay. I don't know how many times I've actually battled him. I think this is my second or third time. But this is, of course, we're using the team known as the Turtonator Practice Team because we have Charizard X, which is our Turtonator emulation, I guess. But we're practicing to use Turtonator in Generation 6. But the other teams that we're using, or the teammates that we're using, is Scaffold the Skarmory, Ziggy the Raikou, JK the Zoroark, Danza the Crobat, and Yukiko the... I was gonna say Yukiko the Amagi. Yukiko the Gardevoir. So, we're gonna jump into this match. I'm not sure which order this is going to be in, so it all depends on what type of battle, you know. Oh, we have a Wicked Rain team. We just got out of using a Rain team. That's funny. Politoed, Swampert, Kingdra, Toxicroak, Heliolisk, and Alomomola. I think Alomomola has hydration, I think. I'm not quite sure. Do not quote me on that. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a picture here. Common weaknesses before we do anything of the sort, though. Let's see. Common weaknesses, common weaknesses, common weaknesses. 2 to grass. Oh, 3 to grass. Pardon me. Fortunately, I have only one Pokemon with grass moves. This is Gardevoir, and it doesn't outspeed a lot of things. Gardevoir actually does quite a bit to this team. Holy crap. Hola. It actually hits every Pokemon for super effective damage, so I need to keep Gardevoir intact somehow. Other common weaknesses we see, 2 to electric. But, yeah, Raikou could do some damage. Raikou can definitely do some damage as it hits also 4 Pokemon. Huh. Well, once again, we're going to lead with JK. And what would be the most... Oh, yeah, that's what we'll do. We're going to disguise JK as our Raikou this time. And we'll see where we go from there. Also, I didn't say this. If you do want to battle me, go ahead and either follow me on Twitter or just ask me on Twitter. It all depends on where I am. If I probably have a team ready, willing, and able to, but I don't know. But Deejay here has this Rain team. We're going to lead off with Ziggy. JK, it's our Zoroark, which I'm going to say that way too much with this team session. Well, we see Toxicroak here. And unfortunately for us, we're going to have to U-turn. Unfortunately for us. Because I know this Toxicroak is not, like, outspeeding. I know it's not. Not the Raikou, at least. And then I know I can just switch into Skarmory. He's going to withdraw the Toxicroak and bring out Amber, which is going to be the Heliolisk. And we're just going to U-turn, showing us that that is going to be the Zoroark right there. Which is good, because we got kind of a lot of damage on this thing, you know? Unfortunately, what does this even mean? We go into Turtonator. That's what that means. We definitely go into Turtonator. Turtonator the Charizard. Oh, yeah. We can't counter this thing, though. That's the unfortunate thing. He has nothing off the ground, so we can freely just go for an Earthquake. I don't know what this thing wants to do. Might Volt Switch. It might Volt Switch. By the name Turtonator, it seems kind of obvious that this is going to be a Charizard X. Okay, so he is going to go for the Surf. That's okay, we actually take that pretty well. And Heliolisk is actually going to drop right off the bat. Amber just is going back into its Amber and might have to be preserved for 1,500 years. I'm not sure that was a good idea. Swirly, that's probably going to be the Politoed. Just don't put me in a toilet, dude. I don't like getting my heads into toilets. One time I dropped a Beyblade's weight disc into the toilet, and I had a bad time. That's all I'm gonna say. So the rain is up. Not really good for us. Because I want to keep Turtonator around, but the only thing I'm gonna really take damage from physically is the Toxicroak. I want to counter so bad, but I can just freely go into Ziggy here, though. Not freely. Scald's gonna hurt because it's a rain boosted one. I don't even know if this is a modest Politoed. So hopefully we are in for some crazy stuff. So surprisingly, he didn't see the pressure, so he's gonna actually Toxic us. So we could have gone into our Crobat, but now he knows that the Raikou. The Raikou is actually the Raikou when you see the pressure. So what we could do here is set up a substitute, actually. Not if he goes into the Swampert. Let's pull the double switch and check to see if the Swampert is the Pokemon that we're gonna get. I really hope that I have Trace Gardevoir. Maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I do. But I'm predicting the Swampert because the Swampert is the only thing that can actually switch into it. So I'm risking my main... Well, it is my main win condition, but it's not my fastest. So I want to see him go into Swampert here. Now, he won't have the Swift Swim. Jose is going to be the Swampert, so we do actually get the prediction right. And we will freely just go for this Energy Ball. And the only switch in he has is the Toxicroak, which I don't know. I don't think that's a good switch in, personally. We'll see if the Swift Swim actually kicks in, like, on Mega Evolving. It would be kind of weird if it is. It is. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, no, he outspeeds me. We're gonna survive and go for the Energy Ball, which will knock out the Swampert in one shot. And everything's going fine and dandy. But the only issue is... Oh, man, what is the only issue? Because, well, we're down we're down, like, nearly all of our HP. Here comes the Toxicroak. Actually, I think I'll let him go down. I think I will let him. Because the only way to get rid of the Swampert is via the Energy Ball. So, I guess I'll just go for Psyshock here. And, there is the Sucker Punch. There was no way. There's no two ways around it. And what we can go for now... What we can switch in now is Charizard. Because I want to see me get countered. I want to see this Toxicroak get countered so bad. Like, so badly. Actually, he's probably going to go into the Alamomola now that I look at it. But we can't make any sort of plays. He's guaranteed to go into Alamomola at this point. And, we lost our special wall. So, yeah, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. I wanted to set up that shell trap, though. Ooh, Swirly is actually going to come out. Not the Alamomola. That is weird. Okay, what do we do for this time? Okay, so let's actually predict a Toxic. It's going to hurt if he goes for Scald in the rain. But, I mean, Crobat doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, it kind of does. Especially against the Toxicroak. He does go for Scald. Okay, come on. No, it got the burn! So, Crobat is pretty much kind of useless at this point. What we can go for is, I guess, Brave Bird. Not that it's really going to matter. We also could Roost. That's the thing. We're just going to set up a Roost here. We're going to kind of use him as like a... What do you want to call it? We're going to use him as like a switch, you know? We're going to use him as a pivot at this point. So he's going to Scald again. I'm trying to stall out this rain. And it's not looking good. It's 56 to 36. Yeah, we got to get off as much damage as we can. It's not going to come down to anything. We'll cross poison. Maybe might get the poison. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. My throat got kind of crazed up. I was going to bring in the Kingdra as I cross poison. It's not going to do anything, and we will actually, because all the rain's going to stop, are we going to drop due to the burn? Yes, we are, so we're going to be able to get the drop on our opponent here, on Deejay. But what do we go into? I mean, I guess Turtonator? I guess Turtonator? Do we go into Turtonator? I mean, we might as well. I'm not sure if we'll have a Dragon-type move, but, I mean, okay, so let's try to go for counter. Let's try to pull off this counter. This thing, I don't know if this thing is special. It is special. I don't know about you. It's very tough to see. Oh, and he gets a crit. I don't know about you, but it's, like, very tough to see, like, why... Like, look at this. He has Politoed, which is a special attacker. Alamomola, Heliolisk. He has 4 special attackers on this team. We're down to Ziggy and JK. Ugh. If we didn't get burned, man. If we didn't get burned. That really sucks, man. I mean, we can try subbing up right here. That's our best bet. We just have to try to go for the substitute right now. I'm wondering actually if Hidden Power Fairy is actually going to be a thing. Looking at this, because Hidden Power Fairy is not a real thing in Generation 6. I'm wondering if they're going to redistribute like the stat thing. A stat sheet, you know. Not necessarily stat sheet, but like the way that it's calculated. And then they're going to add Hidden Power Fairy. So he is actually going to withdraw and go into Swirly to set up the rain. Huh. As we get up a free substitute. That's actually a really good thing for me. A really good thing for me. Come on, Ziggy. You have that small Y in your name, but that won't stop you. You are confident. You are confident. Go for the Thunder. I could go for Calm Mind, but he's going to make the switch out for sure. But wait a minute. If I go for... That's a better choice. Oh, he's going to withdraw, so we're going to still be behind the sub. And here comes Toxicroak. And here comes the Toxicroak. We have to Calm Mind up here. We have to Calm Mind up here. And he's going to Sucker Punch me. I know he is. Like, for a fact. Down to a T, he's going to do that. And, yep, okay, so we are going to get our HP back, but it's going to drop down because of this. 104 is what we're at. Now he's going to Sucker Punch. I could just straight up Calm Mind, but I will go for the +1 Thunderbolt. Now that it's a 50-50. I could Calm Mind. Oh ho ho! You thought I was going to Calm Mind. Not with this Toxic on me. Oh, it lived! And it went for Gunk Shot. Could knock this thing out. I could knock this thing out, but my HP is going to drop further and further, and I need this thing. I need this thing for sure. So, like this, especially with the Toxic racking up on me. 84. Yeah, I'm switching out into Skarmory. I'm switching out into Skarmory. I need to, like, set up my rocks or stuff. Man, I almost had that. I almost had that knockout. Almost had that knockout! Goes for the Sucker Punch this time. As I switch into Scaffold. I could have set up another Calm Mind, but I'm not all about that life. He definitely goes into the Politoed or the Alamomola, call it Cancer. Because Alamomola is not a real fun thing to deal with. So we will go for Stealth Rocks here. To set up those rocks. So he's going to withdraw the Toxicroak. That by all means do that. He's probably going to go into Claire, which is the Kingdra. Oh, gosh. Setting up the rocks. The rain is up. We can survive something, right? No, we definitely can't. We can't switch in anything. But, I mean, this is our physical defensive Pokemon. He lost nearly all of them. He actually goes for Ice Beam this time. I'm not sure what he was predicting, but we get off a free Brave Bird. I'm kind of confused. I'm a little bit confused right there. What would you have gone for the Ice Beam for? My only Pokemon left are the Zoroark and the Raikou, both of which can actually deal with this thing. Or both of which I'm not switching in, and they're not... why are you still going for Ice Beam? Do you not want to miss a Hydro Pump? Oh, okay, so I thought I might have lived that, but in the end, he might have gotten a high roll. I'm not sure. But the problem then becomes... Actually, no. I think we just lose at this point. Because I'm looking at this, and I don't think I can get past the Alamomola. Because I'm looking at this, okay, so... what is his last Pokemon? He has the Toxicroak, he has the Alamomola. I have to go into JK. And I had to tank something. We're gonna be... Well, he knows it's the Zoroark. Because I'm at full HP. We'll go for Night Days. I don't think we... Yeah, Draco Meteor. This is not gonna feel good. Come on, Zoroark. Zoroark! How do you get one-shotted? So, Claire's actually going to drop because of that. Which means there are no more Pokemon that actually can deal damage. Now, the rain's going to stop. And because I left Ziggy alive, we might be able to pull something out here. The problem is, if he goes into the Toxicroak here, I'm gonna have to go for substitute. It's a 50-50 on what's gonna happen here. Swirly. Okay. Great. Absolutely great. Absolutely great. So, we are gonna go ahead and go for Thunderbolt here. Hopefully he doesn't have Protect on anything. But we just have to go for Thunderbolts here. We could set up a substitute, but he's probably gonna Scald. Swirly, are you gonna take this Thunderbolt? Ah, yes he is. So, we're gonna unfortunately lose this game to our Rain team. I mean, even though we just live that Thunderbolt, or Scald, it's not gonna matter because the Toxic will more than likely take us out, you know. No it isn't. How funny. How fitting. Well, we're not going to lose 2-0. I could have calm minded up, man. But we're not going to lose 3-0. We're going to end up losing 2-0 because we're going to go down to this Rain team. And, you know, the power of the Rain team. We got an unnecessary crit, but at least I didn't get killed. So, hey, it was a good game, DJ. So, I'm wondering, have I battled you more than 2 times or 3 times? Let's actually search this up while I drop down. But while I do that, if you did enjoy this battle, he lived on 1. It's not gonna matter because either he Sucker Punches as I do something, like I'm looking at this, like he Sucker Punches and we lose. I Call Mind and I lose because I get knocked out due to poison. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt. He's probably gonna Sucker Punch like he does, but this gives me a little bit more time to just search up my views. And I don't think DJ. We have battled you only once, actually. That long ago? We've only battled him once. Interesting. I don't know if we lost that one, but if you enjoyed this battle, go ahead and drop a like straight from the top down below. And subscribe if you want to see more of these battles as we continue to practice with our Generation 7 team. Pokemon, rather, in Generation 6. So, with that, I will catch you back at the top later on, because that's how you do us. Never slap your Pokemon. I should slap you. No, I'm going to slap myself right now. Let's do that. Oh my gosh! Let's put it this way. I'm probably not going to catch it, because it's Ho-Oh. But whichever Pokemon
I got easy.